I think it's important really to go back to the beginning of this month when we're looking at this current uptick in the tit for tat between Israel and Iran. I mean, it's been a shadow war between the two for years, but on April 1st, Israel did carry out, or is suspected of carrying out, a strike against what was believed to be an Iranian diplomatic compound in Damascus. Israel claiming that it was more of a military building, but they did carry out this strike, according to Iran, and killed 7 Revolutionary Guard members. Now, Iran at the time had said that they saw that as an attack on its own soil because it was a diplomatic compound within the consulates, they said. Now then, what happened after that was we did see last weekend that unprecedented attack by Iran on Israeli soil. More than 300 missiles, drones fired towards Israel. We hear from the US side that 99% of them were shot down because there was a concerted effort, not just by Israel, but also by the US, by the UK, Iran and Jordan, to prevent those from reaching Israeli soil. And then, as far as Iran was concerned, that was it. They were very clear that they believed that the situation had been concluded. So even as that unprecedented attack was being carried out last weekend, they said that this is it. This is a response to what Israel did to our diplomatic compound in Damascus. As far as we are concerned, this has been concluded. Now, of course, that wasn't the case for Israel. It has clearly felt that it needed to give some kind of response to such an unprecedented attack, the first direct attack from Iranian soil onto Israeli soil. The question, of course, is what exactly did Israel hit? And that's what we don't know at this point. It does appear as though it may have been a limited strike, and that's certainly what we heard from US officials telling our colleagues in Washington, that they believed it was going to be limited in scope. But we don't know for sure what was hit at this point and whether or not that is something that Tehran would be able to live with. What we have heard publicly, and of course some of this may be posturing, some of this may be for domestic consumption as well, but we have heard publicly from Tehran that an Israeli attack on Iranian assets would be met with a bigger and more significant response than what we saw on the weekend. The Iranian foreign minister speaking to CNN just hours ago, saying that they could have an immediate reaction if Israel were to carry out some kind of attack on Iranian assets. We heard from President Raisi also saying that it would be a heavier response to what we saw last weekend. So really, I think the question at this point is, what exactly did Israel hit, and is it something that Tehran can make peace with, or is it something that they feel that they will have to respond to? And they have been very clear that if they respond again, it will be in a more significant way than what we saw last weekend.